Hello, this is Minute with Madeleine, and today I'm so excited because we have invited our president of our board, Juan Mora, to join us to talk about the strategic planning process that the board put in place this year. So, go for it.
So it's really exciting because every once in a while, every 5 years or so, the board has to think about what the next steps are, what the next priorities are for the school.
Yeah.
And that's where we're now. So we're thinking, okay, what do we want the school to look like in 5 years?
Mm-hmm.
Where do we want to take the school?
And when the board made this decision, the board really wanted it to be a collaborative process with input from the community, our students, our faculty, our staff, our parents, as well as the board. And so that was really a great step in the process. The other thing is that we looked at different consultants that were possible to bring, and we decided to choose two individuals, Craig Johnson and Mike Earhart, who are both currently heads of schools in different schools around the world, one in India and one in the US. And they really are experienced at leading strategic plans, so they could help us to guide that process.
Yeah,
we had a series of meetings, right? We had 3 meetings with parents, and we had 2 meetings with students, and 1 big giant meeting with all staff. And we sent out the survey, right? And our team went through the information and put it in, sort of like synthesized all of it to prepare for the retreat that we had. And so the people who attended the retreat actually had to sit through and look at that information.
It's just so much creative energy to put everybody in a room for 2 days.
And our students.
And our students, we had 2 fantastic students who actually, I think,
they did a great
got a standing ovation.
Yes,
yeah. Really, really exciting.
That was good.
Together.
That was good. And so then what we did in that process was we looked at our mission, we looked at our existing mission and talked about how we might want to change it. And then we actually went about a process that our consultants led to revise and edit the mission. And then we looked at our character standards, our existing character standards that our community has already seen and is present around the school. And we decided to keep those.
Yes.
We decided that those are really very much in place and we want to keep those. And then the third thing we did was the belief statements.
Yeah, we now will have a series of statements that reflect what do we as a school believe in and what do we believe is important. And that's really exciting because it's easy to relate to the belief statements.
Yes, and probably the most exciting was actually deciding on areas of focus. So with all the feedback, we had pages and pages, charts and charts of information. But what we did with that is we decided on 4 strategic objectives for the school going forward.
Once the board approves the new belief statements and the mission statement, then over the next few months we should invite members of the community to sit with us to brainstorm to understand what do these things really mean in the day-to-day.
And have some input into how they will get action as a school.
So that means that we want you to participate in these sessions and to bring us your ideas and your input and your questions so that this could be a living...
Exactly, I love that. Living document and living mission, really.
What happens is that once we have all of this, we put this all together and the board looks at it and we kind of give it our final stamp of approval and then it rolls for the next 5 years.
Yeah, it's going to be fun.
It's great.
Exciting. We should go like this.
Yeah.
That was Minute with Madeleine. I just ask you if my hair looks nice?
Okay.
Yes, you look great. This is Minute with Madeleine, and today I'm so excited that we have here with us our president of our board, Juan Mora y Araujo.
Araujo. You can say Juan Mora if you want.
Juan Mora, it's easier. Juan Mora.